Welcome back to The Farm Life, your go-to channel for all things gardening and homesteading. Whether you're new to growing your own herbs or looking for a unique way to nurture your garlic, you've come to the right place. So, if you've ever wondered how to sprout garlic or start a mini garlic garden without having to deal with traditional soil planting, this video will guide you step by step. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you won't miss any exciting tips or updates from The Farm Life. Let's get started. Before we begin with the step-by-step guide, let's first talk about why garlic is so popular among home gardeners. Garlic isn't just a kitchen staple, it's easy to grow, incredibly versatile, and has numerous health benefits. Planting garlic the traditional way can take up a lot of space, and it can be time-consuming for beginners. That's why growing it in water can be a fantastic, hassle-free alternative. Garlic is a forgiving plant that can be grown in most climates between September and December. However, if you want the best yield, you'll need to give it time. Garlic typically takes 6 to 8 months from planting to harvest. Growing garlic in pots allows you to have fresh garlic ready to harvest without requiring you to have a sprawling garden. And growing it in water makes it visually interesting because you can see the growth process in real time. Trust me, this method is incredibly rewarding. Choose fresh garlic bulbs with the largest and healthiest cloves. When preparing your garlic for planting, prioritize the biggest cloves. These will have the highest chances of producing large, robust garlic plants. Take a transparent glass or bottle and fill it with water. This is essential because it allows you to visually track the sprouting process and ensures that the roots can establish themselves easily. Here's the trick. Orient the garlic cloves so that the sprouting end, pointy end, faces upwards while the flat end sits at the bottom in contact with the water. When you position them properly, within just a couple of days, you'll begin to see the initial signs of sprouting. Once your garlic is in the water, make sure to place the container in a spot with full sunlight for 5 to 7 hours a day. Sunlight provides energy to the sprouting garlic, encouraging faster and stronger growth. After about 2 days, you'll notice small green sprouts starting to emerge from the garlic cloves. This is a promising sign. Keep monitoring the growth over the next 5 to 6 days. Once your garlic has sprouted sufficiently, it's time to prepare it for planting. Separate the garlic cloves carefully, being cautious not to damage their base. Damaging the base can stunt the plant's ability to grow, so handle them gently. You'll now move these sprouted cloves into pots with a well-draining soil mix to encourage root growth and promote proper plant development. Now that your garlic has successfully sprouted in water, it's time to transition it into soil. Here's how. The pot should be at least 8 to 15 inches deep, as garlic needs ample room for its roots to spread out. The larger the container, the more garlic cloves you can plant, and the less frequently you'll need to water. Make sure the container has drainage holes at the bottom. Garlic dislikes overly wet conditions, and proper drainage is critical to avoid root rot. Mix together 50% garden soil, 30% compost, 20% river sand. This combination provides the perfect balance of moisture retention and drainage for growing garlic. Make holes in the soil about 2 to 3 inches deep. Plant each garlic clove with the pointy end facing up. Space the cloves about 4 to 6 inches apart to ensure enough room for their growth. Water lightly after planting. Keep an eye on the pot, ensuring it receives the sunlight it needs and that the soil stays evenly moist but not too wet. Once your garlic is established, there are several tips to ensure it grows properly. 1. Water wisely. Garlic likes even moisture, but doesn't like being oversaturated. Water deeply when necessary, especially during the early growing stages. 2. Fertilization. A general-purpose fertilizer can boost garlic growth. Apply once or twice a month, mixing it into the topsoil to encourage the plant's development. 3. Sunlight. Always make sure your garlic receives at least 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. 4. Weed out competing plants. Keep the garlic's growing area free from competing plants or weeds that could hinder its growth. After several months of careful attention, your garlic will be ready for harvesting. A promising sign that garlic is ready to harvest is when its leaves begin turning yellow or brown. Harvest tips: dig from the sides to avoid damaging the bulbs. Shake off excess soil and allow your garlic to dry for 8 to 15 days in a well-ventilated area. Once dried, store garlic in a cool, dry place to extend its shelf life. Growing garlic in water is simple, fun, and rewarding, especially for urban gardeners or beginners who may feel intimidated by traditional gardening. With the right care, you'll enjoy homegrown garlic that's fresher and tastier than anything from the store. We hope you enjoyed today's guide. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe to The Farm Life for more gardening hacks, tips, and homesteading secrets. Until next time, happy gardening!